You gotta get into the groove. You gotta get into the groove.
Hi, this is Simon Leon back with G Live. If you join us live, give us a hashtag live. If you join us on the replay, give us a hashtag replay. Hopefully, you had yourself a nice weekend. Super Bowl Sunday. Today is Valentine's Day. Lots and lots of reasons for us to celebrate, including that today, of course, is Monday. So, a very happy Monday to all of you as well. Now, all week and all weekend, in the past several days, we've been talking about webinar number 1, which is a live masterclass with Mr. Mike Philsame. Were you there? Did you join us for that? If you did, type in the word masterclass inside the comments, because the good news and some bad news is that we are actually moving forward, and depending on whether or not you actually joined us, this could be good news or bad news. Now, the reason why I say that is I don't know how many of you check your emails. I don't know how many of you are watching these G Lives or checking out on all the different updates, but just to give you a quick idea on an email that got sent out over the weekend. This is what it looks like. And I believe the subject line says something like missing anything this past week. And it's basically one last opportunity for any one of us who missed out on the live webinar, want to watch the replay or the on demand. This was a one final gesture for us to invite you, as many people commented about how they loved this past week's webinar. However, a few were apparently very busy and requested that one more day of replays actually were made. So with that, on Saturday as well as on Sunday, in fact, this was still live. And if you somehow missed the webinar and the encores, there was one more chance to watch it, which was yesterday. However, the bad news is that if you click on that now, what you'll notice is that this page is actually kind of doing a whole bunch of redirect loopings, which means that it's not actually available for us to watch the replay anymore. Now, if you click on Save My Spot, it will redirect you down to the bottom, if you can get it to load, to where the masterclass actually is, the actual date on that. And you actually see that the countdown timer is at 0 for that split second that we're able to get that to show. And I can't even get that anymore because it's moving so quickly. But regardless, you'll notice that we're not able to register for webinar number 1 already. So as you can see, it's actually very, very time sensitive, right? Everything that we're sharing with you in terms of when you must be a part of all the things that we're showing you, to be a part of the live masterclasses, to watch the encores, to watch the replays. These urgencies are very real, okay? So if you somehow missed out on it, unfortunately, this means that we probably potentially would miss out on that forever. I hope that you don't want to miss out on that forever. Now, the good news though, of course, whether or not you joined us last week, is that this week we're getting ready for webinar number 2. Are you ready for webinar number 2? If you are, type in the number 2 inside the comments. Because if you joined us for webinar number 1, this would be a perfect prerequisite. Perfect prerequisite for you to watch webinar number 2, because it'll show you exactly everything that you need to know about the groove system. That was webinar number 1. But even if you somehow missed out on that first webinar, for webinar number 2, it's actually going to be a very interesting new development on a brand new topic where announcements have not yet been made. But if you were actually around a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about the Groovathon, when we were talking on the Groovathon about a brand new sneak peek into an agency service that Groove is providing as a white label, okay, then fortunately, this is what webinar number 2 is going to be all about. Another brand new, by the way, live masterclass with Mr. Mike Philsame. Are you excited to learn from Mr. Mike? If you are, write down the word Mike, write down his name, Mike, inside the comments, because that tells us that you're interested to learn more about everything that Mike has to share, and more information about that will be shared with you. Now, to give you a quick sneak peek, do you want a quick sneak peek, by the way? If you do, type in the word sneak peek inside the comments, because as you'll actually see inside of your emails, if you check inside the groups, you'll actually notice that we don't actually have too much information about this webinar number 2. In fact, the link has not been posted. We have no idea when it's going to go live, but to give you a quick idea, because as soon as the announcement is made, believe you me when I tell you that there's going to be a lot of fast action takers. People are going to start to register. You may or may not be able to grab your spot on the live masterclass. So a word of warning, once you see this, make sure that you take fast action. And I do see a few of you, Oliver and VJ, Tok Tok, Shamil, are all interested in the sneak preview as well as watching Mike. Here is the good news. I want to show you how this page is going to look like, which will go live. And you'll most likely get an announcement about this within the next few hours. Okay, so count this as your sneak peek preview. All right, this is the brand new page that once again has not gone live yet, which means that you may or may not know what this page actually is. But I believe within the next few minutes, I will show you exactly how you can access this. So don't worry, if you haven't had the chance to do so yet, for being right here, right now on G Live, you have the advantage of getting that fast movers advantage. And as you can see right here on this page, it is going to be a live masterclass. Failure to scale is the number one reason why agencies die in the first year. And in this live masterclass, you actually learn about how to white label a brand new solution that can attract more customers, retain them longer, and scale your business while you focus on doing what you love, which is, of course, growing your business. Are you excited about this masterclass? It's going to be all about the brand new Groove Agency. Are you excited about that? If you are, type in agency inside the comments, because this is going to be a webinar, a live masterclass that you're not going to want to miss. As you scroll down just a little bit, you can see that this is set for this coming Wednesday, February 16th. Okay, and just like with webinar number 1 last week, you do have 4 different time zones to choose from. The first one is 11 a.m. EST. The second one is at 2 p.m. Third one is 5 p.m. The last one is 9 p.m. And as you can see, all the different time zones converted for you right over here. Make sure that you do convert back to your own personal time zone, because of course these are just estimates and there's no way that we can include every single one of the different time zones that are out there. But the better way and easier way, as you can see, an actual live timer right over here. The first one is going to start in 2 days, 6 hours and 49 minutes, now 48 minutes. This is in real time, depending on which time zone you are looking at. So pick the one that is right for you. Register in your own time, depending on what time zone you're at. Right here where I am, GMT +8, which is the same time zone as in Malaysia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, Philippines, China. This is GMT +8. It's going to be at about 12 a.m., 12 p.m. in actually, yes, 12 p.m. in the afternoon, no, 12 a.m., getting all these a.m. p.m.s mixed up, in the afternoon, in the middle of the night, actually, for this first session. And then this last session is going to be at 10 a.m. our time as well, GMT +8. So once again, convert that into your own time zone as much as necessary, because you're going to want to make sure that you do join us live and you want to register for the right appropriate session that is right for you. All right, so this is what you can expect during the live event, with all the great things you should read about once you get a hold of this page. Once again, this actual site has not yet been announced. Okay, so with all of that, you're not going to be able to find this in your email. You won't find this inside of the Groove community on Facebook, inside the Facebook groups, or anywhere else. But the good news is, once again, because you are here inside of G Live. By the way, if you haven't and you know and you see the value of everything that we're doing, because we give you all these sneak peeks, these previews, these pre-announcements before they're actually made, write down the word value inside the comments if you see that we bring you value right here on G Live, because you literally hear this first. Here is a sneak peek way for you to access this page if you haven't had the chance to do so. If you go to our Groove JV page, okay, which is right over here, as you'll soon be able to find out, right? A lot of really great information on this page. It tells you about this launch that's coming up, that's happening between the 4th to the 22nd of this month, which if you are watching us live or not too long after the replay, you would know that we're right smack down in the middle of this launch, which commemorates the end of the lifetime offer. If you need to learn more about what this offer actually is, what the JV program is all about, make sure you do watch all these different videos The information content is also right over here. Some quick links for you, how to get links and swipes, as well as our calendar for these 2.5 weeks, actually about 3.5 weeks in the month of February, where you learn all about the Groove Launch. We're right over here at this point in time, which means that if you're joining us late, unfortunately, you missed the live Groovathon. Unfortunately, you missed the first phase of the launch, which is in week number 1, all of the webinar number 1 that we just talked about. Do not, and I repeat, do not miss any more if you happen to be right here, because we're now right down in week number 2 and webinar number 2 with brand new content. As you can see, all about the agency is on the way. Make sure that you do register for it. And there's going to be a couple of days worth of encores as well as on demand that you're not going to want to miss out on. Be active, by the way, for the next week and a half, because as you can see, this is very limited, as well as once we reach into week number 3 of the actual launch, we're going to move on ahead with webinar number 3, which is a Q&A with Mr. Mike, as well as I believe some of the top resources and team members within the Groove team, things that you're not going to want to miss out on. So as time goes on, make sure that you're as active as possible. Stay tuned right here on G Live as we give you additional training, additional updates, additional announcements, things that you don't want to miss out on. But again, the good news is that before we close out on midnight 2/22 and the year of 2022, okay, February 22nd, 2022, you're going to have another week and a half of time-sensitive content and information during this launch. Again, this is not any kind of marketing ploy. It's not just any kind of tricks or anything like that. It is true sense of urgency, because once time runs out in our masterclasses, in our replays, in our encores, in our launch, the monthly pricing officially begins on the 23rd of February, and all these promotions will be officially gone. Make sure that if you haven't already, make sure that you upgrade into platinum. Share this with as many people as you can. And the good news is that even if you don't know how to sell, even if you don't know how to promote, even if you don't know anything about Groove, but you still want to earn more commissions, do you want to earn more commissions? If you do, type in the word commissions inside the comments. The good news is that right when you come here to Groove JV page, you're going to be able to scroll down just a little bit. Watch, by the way, all these videos where Mike explains to you how you can earn 40% recurrent income for life, a very limited time offer, only guaranteed to those who are, of course, legitimate members of the Platinum Lifetime Program. Right over here, where you click on links, you're going to see a lot more pages that we're able to promote. As you can see, the home page is here. If you want to send people directly to the upgrade page, you can. Lots of information about the webinars, the Groovathon launch webinar number 1, which happened last week, and the way that you're going to be able to access webinar number 2, at least in a sneak peek preview kind of way, before it's officially announced, before people receive it in their emails. You will be amongst the first to tag your members. Make sure that people who see this from you, okay, because you're here on G Live, congratulations. People will now be seeing your affiliate links before anybody else's. Right here, you can see launch webinar number 2 is officially a link right here within your Groove JV link. So once you're over here, you can test this out by going to the affiliate link over here. And what you're going to see is that it's going to go ahead and redirect you to the exact same page that we saw, actually a little bit different. But whatever the case, you can still register your seat now, and it looks just a little bit different, but it's the exact same page where you're going to be able to, once again, where's that page over here? Claim your seat, register for your seats right over here. For this one, once you click on register your seat, you'll be able to register for your seat right over here as well. So with all of that, you can see that a lot of the information that you'll be able to see right here, right now, is officially live, officially launched for you. Are you excited about webinar number 2? If you are, type in webinar number 2 inside the comments. And so with all of that, this is your sneak peek way of getting access to that. Keep in mind, it is not announced yet officially. So at any given point in time, the page, the look and feel, the design can always keep changing. That's why we see all these different updates along the way. But the good news is that by the time it is ready to be announced, ready to be launched, your affiliate link is not going to change. So remember that this is your affiliate link right over here, regardless of how the page actually looks like. By the time that it does actually launch, don't worry, you will get credit with that. All right. So with all of that, if you're excited about that, then make sure that you don't miss out on this opportunity. Once again, on this Groove JV page, you will be able to see our calendar. The schedule of events is that this webinar number 2 is happening this coming Wednesday. So make sure that you don't miss out on that. All right. Now, as far as the rest of the Groove launch is concerned, once again, as a quick friendly reminder, we're only about a week and a half away before it officially ends. So if you haven't had the chance to do so, make sure that you do upgrade into our platinum offer while the lifetime deal is still available, a deal of a lifetime, quite literally, right? As well as share this with as many people as you can, because once again, once you're actually just using your affiliate link, you're not making any sales, by the way. You're not selling anything. You're not telling anybody about anything about the Groove Platinum program. All you're doing is you're sharing legitimate value by inviting them to a free webinar with Mr. Mike Filsame himself, where Mr. Mike is going to explain everything for you on your behalf. All you got to do is sit back, relax, and watch those commissions come in once he sells them for you. Is that cool? Type in the word cool inside the comments if you think that's cool. All right, so with that, that is pretty much all of the updates that I have for you right here today. Once again, a sneak peek into webinar number 2, which is going to be happening this coming Wednesday. Again, don't forget, there's going to be multiple times for you to choose from as well. If you have the chance to do so, make sure that you do register yourself and watch this live. You're not going to want to miss out on this when Mr. Mike Filsame goes on live and talks to us more about the Groove agency that will be coming up. All right, so with that, that is pretty much all of the updates that I have for you right here today. Just so that you know, we have been seeing you inside the comments all this time. We have our wonderful VA, Miss Madam Talk Talk, who is in the background, who is highlighting all of your comments. So VJ and the Knowledge Cube and Chanel, Michelle, great to see you. We also see Oliver, Scenic Beach Walk, excuse me, and Link Diggum. Lots and lots of friends, both new and old, all sharing the screen right here inside of G Live. So a huge welcome to all of you on the G Live show, because I believe that for many of you, it's our first time communicating as well, first time interacting, and keep those engagements coming, because we want nothing more than to get to know you, our fellow Groovesters. By the way, if you're brand new and you haven't had the chance to do so, go to grooveover.to/authorize. This will allow StreamYard to show who you are if you're showing us on Facebook. And so with all of that, we'll be able to see your name, your smiling faces, just like how we're able to see Michelle and the Knowledge Cube as well on the screen, just so that you know this will allow us to see who you are the next time that you do leave a comment right here on G Live or anything that we do right here within the Groove community. All right, so it's on all of that. Speaking of the Groove community, on behalf of all of us right here at Groove, we do want to thank you and appreciate you for your time being here today. Again, it is the beginning of a brand new week, a brand new webinar number 2 that you can be promoting that will be launched this coming week. So make sure that if you somehow joined us late, you need to watch this entire G Live all over again. We recommend that you do so right where you're watching us right now, whether it's on Twitch, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever else. Watch this once we go off live so that you have all the instructions about the brand new live masterclass that Mike Filsame will be sharing about this coming week, which we talked to you about during the session, and of course more instructions on how you can actually be able to promote and share this with as many people as possible so that you can earn your affiliate commissions as well. All right, so with that, make sure that you do take fast action on everything that we're doing right here, right now, because once again, everything is time sensitive. So until next time, take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions, and we will see you once again right back here on G Live on the inside the next time that we have an update for you. So make sure that you stay tuned. Cheers, folks. We'll see you again very, very soon.
You gotta get into the groove.